One, yes, Bulldog fans, it happened. And two, no, you're not dreaming. Your dogs are still the national champions. It was billed as one of the biggest games in Auburn basketball history. And in front of the 50th sellout crowd here at Auburn Arena, the Tigers took down traditional powerhouse Kentucky. A lot of us expected this matchup to happen, and now we're just hours away from finally deciding a national championship. And like the weekend said, I can't feel my face right now, but let's send it back to you. Reporting from Indianapolis, Indiana, Rex Castillo, WRBL News 3 on your side. No more talking, no more game planning. It's time to hit the ice and play for the River Dragons. Columbus started their title defense over 1,000 miles away up in Danbury. The Auburn gymnastics team was thrown into the national spotlight when one Olympic gold medalist committed to the Plains. Now, many assumed Suni Lee would just carry the program to the national championship, but that wasn't the case at all. Legendary players have appeared at historic Golden Park, but on Thursday night, baseball fans were treated to banana ball for the first time. If you couldn't make it out to the game, buckle up and forget everything you know about traditional baseball. Head coach Keith Etheridge didn't want to take the easy route as they take on IMG Academy, known for producing some of the best high school players in the nation. Let's go to the Ducks, shall we?
This is bonkers, isn't it?
Didn't take long for this one to get fun. First, a sender's drive, Jack. The pressure gets to A.J. Duffy. Ball is loose. Clark Cleveland is there to pick it off just like that. Auburn takes over. Tigers do not waste the chance either. In the Wildcat, Davion Williams connects with Xavier Allen for the diving catch. Auburn takes the lead 7-0. Later in the first, we're tied at 7. IMG is still IMG, and Duffy plays quarterback, so he'll do things like this. Round the outside, touchdown IMG. Extra point was blocked, so Tigers trail 13-7. Jump to the second. Auburn knocking on the door. Brandon Joyner motions, then goes under center, and that's the biggest quarterback sneak I've seen in a while. Touchdown Tigers for the bridge sneak, but IMG wins this one 27-17. After recovering a fumble, Vikings knocking on the door. Caleb Parrish calls his own number, slices and dices his way to paradise, make it 17-0. Bocelli.
Bad man.
Get those lights going, but the Indians not laying down on this one, Jack. Ensuing Seminole drive. Nick Cole says, you know what, Jamel Smith, go get this one. Buying some time, bombs this one 80 yards to the house. But the Indians still trace 17-7. So, when you get a gun punch like that, the Vikings say, you know what, let's punch right back in the red zone. Perry, screen pass to Corey Trombley, bullies his way into pay dirt. Bocelli extends their lead 24-7 at half, and it was all Vikings in this one, 41-7. The soccer turf is down at the Columbus Civic Center, and this is the stage for history. For the first time in the country, the National Indoor Soccer League will have a professional women's league. Columbus is part of that new soccer movement, and players like Ariel Jones couldn't wait to be a part of it.
I grew up in Alabama, and I was always in Columbus, and as soon as I heard that we were getting a pro indoor team, I showed my dad, and we were like, I have to do it. Like, there's no way I can't be a part of this.
Now in the South, American football is usually the most popular sport. The Rapids believe the pace of this game will turn some heads.
So I know that some people are like, oh, soccer's slow. No, you ain't going to get that here at the Civic Center. There's going to be a lot of goals. There's going to be a lot of cheeky plays, really a lot of creativity. So I think it's going to be really fun, not only for the players, but then for the fans.
It's a really fun, exciting game to watch, and it's a lot quicker. There's going to be more goals. So I hope this more American style will, do well here.
These ladies also understand that being a local pro athlete makes soccer more accessible to their fans.
Growing up, it was really hard to find professional women's teams to look up to, and so it would be like certain times on the TV schedule. To have that at a local level, I'm just like really proud to be part of that.
No matter how the season unfolds, the Rapids say this kind of representation is essential for the future of their sport and to the women in this city.
Some of the most important things that you can show young girls that we matter, we mean a lot to the community just as much as the boys do, and we can bring out the same crowds, we can bring out the same kinds of fans.
Reporting from Columbus, Rex Castillo, News 3 Sports on your side. His job description was the Shaw High School athletic director and head football coach. Al Pellegrino was much more than those titles. He was a man that loved Shaw High School and only wanted the best for it.
He wanted Shaw to be first class and everything. He bled black and silver. It's rare when you catch him not having on something Shaw related every day.
When Coach Pellegrino took over the football team in 2017, he wanted to lay a new foundation for his team and help unite Shaw High. Principal Soraya Hendrick was searching for the same thing. And then the ball coach came up with the perfect answer.
We were looking for
a motto that would represent what my vision was. So the Shaw United, Coach Pellegrino helped us to put it together. He was big on community and everybody, chipping in, putting their hands to do the work and getting it done together.
The Raiders leader would work tirelessly to raise the standard at Shaw. It took some time, but the changes happened on the field. Shaw went from an afterthought to a playoff contender. His players truly loved and believed in the man that believed in them.
Coach P meant a lot to me. He's definitely a role model in my life, somebody who stayed on me each and every single day to push to be great. And he'll never let any of us fail, because Coach P was more than my football coach. Like, he treated me like I was his own son.
While he was an authority figure, he was never above helping out at any task.
He went in, cleaned up locker rooms. He wanted to show our football team that organization was key, and everything that they did, it needed to be with excellence.
He always talked about doing things the right way, from everything from lifting weights to like the practices. Even with the coaches, you want to make sure that we did things the worst way, the correct way all the time with our kids.
There isn't a playbook for this kind of tragedy. Coach Pellegrino was a giant on campus, and he will be sorely missed. But many also see his lasting legacy in the colors and logo of Shaw High School.
So when I look around, I see him. Every time I see the Raider, the new Raider head and the Shaw United seal that we use on all of our paraphernalia and other items in the building.
Al Pellegrino was survived by his wife, his 3 children, and 2 stepchildren. He was 56 years old. And we at News 3 share our deepest condolences with the Pellegrino family and Shaw High School. If you watch the Columbus High football team, Trey Peterson usually stands out. His determination on the gridiron makes him a force to deal with, but he's just as tenacious when it comes to his studies.
So calculating the rate of change with the angle of change.
Trey's hard work has paved a very bright future for him. After he graduates from Columbus High, he will attend Yale University on a football scholarship. A big change from West Georgia, but this Blue Devil can't wait to get there.
Honestly, I missed home, but I didn't miss it too much. I honestly enjoyed myself and can't wait to go back.
For reference, Yale has an acceptance rate of about 5%, and the average GPA is 4.12. Trey not only accomplished that, but also balanced the workload of a Georgia high school football player. To get through it, he leaned on his faith and his determination.
You just have to chase it, believe in the process. Not just the process though, believe in the man up above, because regardless, as long as you continue to believe in him, you can accomplish anything.
Many football players in the area have dreams of playing for a Power 5 conference school, like Auburn or Georgia. But for Trey, the Ivy League was too good to pass up.
You're presented with the same opportunity athletically. You can still go pro from the Ivy League, but educational-wise, you won't receive the same thing. And it's just that those 2 aspects going to Ivy League is honestly the best opportunity you could receive.
It's hard enough to get into the Ivy League, but Trey also had to deal with a heartbreaking tragedy. 2 years ago, his mother passed away from a heart condition.
Gave me a different perspective on life, Can't take anything for granted, because one thing could be here 1 second and gone in the next.
The future Yale Bulldog credits one of his traits back to his mother.
And that's one thing I got from my mom, to be determined. You have, regardless of what you're doing, just make sure you do it at the best of your ability. And regardless of the situation, you're in that situation for a reason.
One lesson we can all learn from Trey is to constantly pursue greatness no matter what. On your side in Columbus, Georgia, Rex Castillo, News 3 Sports.